Hello everybody, we're back. We are so back. It's good to be back. It really is good to be back. We're back in Warsaw. Because those of you that were on the last stream, which was, God, like nearly a fortnight ago now, will remember that I forgot to start New Sky as we went to Prague. So we're redoing that today. And yeah, nice little flight. Only about an hour down to Prague. And it'd be kind of good because I haven't flown in nearly 2 weeks now. And I'm probably going to suck today, in all honesty. So hopefully we'll have a nice little flight down to Prague. And then we can go on to the next destination, wherever that is. Lots of landings. And I need to get my practice back up. Now, the keen-eyed among you will know that we've got the... or will realise we've got a new livery today. This is the updated 2024 aeronaut livery for the Fenix BFU update. So I've taken the opportunity to just tidy up a few things on the livery, ready for 2024 BFU, and they will be going live on the website very soon. Quite a lot of work because of course you've got the what have we got, A319 CFMs, AIEs with sharklets, with wing fence, then the same for the 320, then the same for the 320. So basically we've got 12 different liveries we had to make. So it's taken a little while, unfortunately, but we are there now. I'm going to turn my headphones on because all I can hear is my air conditioner. Oh, that's better. I can hear myself now. I love noise cancellation. So yeah, quite happy with how this livery's turned out. Quite happy indeed. And this morning, before we went live, I've been doing the same kind of visual upgrade to the PMDG 777-300 and the freighter as well. So they'll be going on the website as well soon. So that's cool. Who we got in? We've got Digilad in Twitch, James and Cougar in YouTube Vertical. God, there's loads of you in the actual YouTube. Grumpy, Insight, Alex, Roy. Aviation, 5CG, Ryan's in, Dave's in, Aaron's in, everyone's in. How are we all doing? It's really nice to be back though. It really is nice to be back. It was a bloody hard week last week. That's all I'll say. We fitted the new kitchen, that's the main thing. But there were moments last week. I'm just gonna get this plane fired up real quick while we have a natter. Yeah, there were moments last week where I was like, oh, what have I done? What have I done? I should have just paid someone, you know? But no matter, it's done now. It's done now. Let's get GSX loading, assuming GSX is going to load. Hopefully it will. Alrighty. Yeah, tough week last week. Real tough week. Not nice to be in the US, but Europe was nice. Oh yeah, Ryan, you look like you had a great trip. I hope you had a nice time. Will I ever fly any US ops? Yeah, because we are Grumpy's made us a cross the pond like a tortoise thing. Basically where we can cross the pond, but we don't have to do like a 10-hour long haul. We can do it in little bits. So you can go from like UK to Iceland to Greenland and on and on and on. And then we do like a little lap of America and then back round to the UK again. Doing it in nice little bits. Cougar knows is 320. James says, I tried to apply liveries as I started flying for aeronaut, but they won't work for the Fenix BFU. No, they won't. But this update we got here will. And I will post them on the website. Just getting a few of us in the Discord to test it, and then once we are fairly happy with it all, I will put it on the website and let you all know. Oh, but yeah, last week was tough. Last week was tough. For those of you that don't know, I decided to fit a new kitchen. And I went into it quite optimistically, I guess you could say. But we started out by ripping out the old floor, which was like this old kind of cheap laminate, basically. It must be 20 plus years old, and it was absolutely ruined. So ripped all that out, cleared the room out. That was all done by end of play Saturday. And yeah, Sunday we started laying down this new floor, which is really nice flooring. It's like this, what they call engineered oak. So you've got like about 10 or 11 mil of plywood. And on top of that, you've got about 3 mil of oak. So it looks like oak, it feels like oak, it is oak, but it shouldn't warp because the plywood will hold it. The plywood will hold it. Any plans for an A350 stream? I don't know. Don't know. I need to try it a bit more. Just not having a lot of luck with it, really, that plane. And now we've got the BFU. It's kind of like, I'll just fly the BFU. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, believe it or not, the floor went down like an absolute treat. I was really surprised at how quickly that floor went down. It's one of those jobs, once you start, you get the first row in, you just start whacking it in. It's all tongue and groove, just like one after another after another. It got a bit tricky when we got around the oven and the cupboards and stuff, having to do little notches and stuff like that. But how you doing, Gav? It was an interesting week. I'm just very glad that it's all done. How you doing, Rob? Would I prefer the INI A350 or the PMDG 777? PMDG 777. Not even a contest. Not even a contest, in my opinion. Until they fix the input lag, it's back in the hangar. Yeah, Ryan, I kind of feel the same, to be honest. Does the A330 do it a bit as well? I feel like it does. But I can't tell. I don't know if that's just like a me thing. Do you know what I mean? How's it going, Cubing? I should do a CRJ 700 flight. Ooh, don't know about that. That's a bit out of my wheelhouse. Afternoon, Mark. Oh, Rob, I got onto the Battlefield beta, by the way. Well, I've downloaded it in Steam. Whether I can actually get into it tomorrow night, I don't know. We'll see. Hey, Lanky's in. So anything that goes wrong, we can blame on Lanky. That's good. VMR files seem to be working because we've got Grumpy up there. Grumpy, you in the 319 now? That looks like a 319. Been a while since I tried the A330, but I don't recall noticing it. Okay. Yeah, I haven't really used it much lately either. What side stick? Side stick is Moser AB9 with a FS Project stick on top. Oh, you're in a 320. It looks like a 19 from here. Might just be a field of view thing, maybe. Right, how are we getting on in here? Is GSX still bugged where I have to click boarding passengers now for it to actually start boarding passengers now? I bet it is. Of course it is. The question is, are they going to actually walk through the jetway or are they going to come through the ceiling? Never know. OG, how's it going? Assuming we're talking about the headwind. No, Ryan, I'm talking about the INI one. Hey, Offworld's in. Offworld's in. Dougal's in as well. Work luck. Love it. Apologies to your employer, Dougal. When using SPAD, did you dodgy the SDK setups for 737 and 777? Not sure what you mean, Gav. Hey, Flight Sim. Do I ever fly GA? No, not really. Well, I say that. Occasionally I'll have I'll pop on the VR headset and just have a quick go. Just for me, not on stream. And I quite like it in VR. Just like noodling around. Just sort of like local small airfields, flying around coastal areas. It's really cool. Just like in the default Cessna. But I wouldn't class myself as a GA flyer by any stretch. I really don't have much of a clue. Zach, how are you? Is it worth upgrading to the Fenix A320 from the fly-by-wire? If you're super into your Airbus, yeah. Yeah. And obviously if you can afford it, and you got the money. But if, you know, price is an issue... What are you doing in here? Alright, this has got to be a new Sim Update 3 thing. How do we get rid of this guy? I'll tell you what, we'll leave him in there. You can come along. Check out the shoes. Damn. I feel outdone. Okay, let's try and set the plane up. I feel like I'm going to forget so much today. Did you do the SDK setups from the videos? I feel like I did something, Gav, but I can't remember. Sounds like the developers need to work on their plumbing too. If they're having problems with their lagging. Oh my god. Yeah, plumbing went a bit wrong for me doing the kitchen. I'll say that much. I feel quite proud in that I managed to do everything, pretty much. Like, ripped out the floor, laid a new floor, ripped out old worktops, put in new worktops, did a bit of plasterboarding, you know, proper, like, builder stuff. And it all looks alright. It looks alright. Like, genuinely, I walked in this morning and I was like, god damn, that looks pretty good. And then it got to the bloody sink. So my wife wanted this sink that she found online. And she found a nice tap. So it's like, when we change the worktops, we're going to have to re-put the sink in. So should we get a nice new sink if we're going to have to rip it out anyway? So I was like, yeah, fine. Yeah, we plumbed it all in, and I tightened it all up, and then turned the tap on. I was like, yeah, it works. And I looked at the pipes underneath the worktop, and you sort of saw like drip, 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 drip. I was like, oh shit. Shit. Pablo, thank you for following. So that was annoying. And it is like all these little compression joints, and there's like, must have been like 5 or 6 of them, because then it spurs off to go to the dishwasher, and it spurs off to go to the tap, and they're all these little nut things, and I sort of cranked on one of the nuts that was leaking, and then the actual pipe twisted, and then the next nut started leaking, so it was like this kind of knock-on effect, and in the end I sat to phone a plumber. I was like, look guy, you know, I tried. I really tried. But I'm out of ideas here. So, yeah, plumber came along and did a lovely job. The thing is, I was like stressing out about it, thinking, oh god, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? He looked at it, he's like, it's like an hour's work. I was like, yeah, all right, show off. But yeah, did a lovely job. Did I use Teflon tape? Well, this is the thing, Ryan. They said to use, I think, is it PTFE tape they call it? And we put some of that on the taps where it connects actually into the bottom of the tap. Having taken advice from a plumber that we bumped into in the builders merchants. And then the actual plumber got in and was like, no, never put that tape on. Not on the tap, because it uses the O-ring to seal itself. And the PTFE tape gets in the way. Is what he said. And lo and behold, it stopped leaking once he did that, so... Yeah, be careful who you listen to, I guess, is the moral of that story. But in the end, the plumber just like put in brand new pipe, sort of like got his little pipe bender out, so he actually like bent the pipe, so rather than having to do joints, and soldered any joints that he did do. So it's all very nice. Hours work for a Brit plumber, $6.50. Yeah, well, I tell you what, we had them out back in the winter because our circulation pump stopped working, and they said, oh, you know, we're very busy, so it'll have to be an emergency call out. I was like, oh, all right, fine. Well, we need the heating because it's like in 2 degrees outside. And I think the part and the labour was like £200, which I didn't think was that bad. I was expecting like a hideous amount, given that it was like, you know, emergency call out. What kitchen brand did I purchase? Well, we kept the units, Roy, because the units are actually okay. And I kind of wimped out, to be quite honest with you. And it made the job a hell of a lot simpler. So I got some worktop from IKEA, and I got some flooring from a flooring place, and that was about it really. So I guess you could say it was IKEA, but it was only the worktops. Ekbakken. Only cheap stuff, but I didn't quite trust myself cutting into like a £500 length of worktop. Okay, where am I taking off from? Runway 11 on the Soxa. Where are you? 6 Alpha. Now, as for Prague, I was planning on runway 30, but Grumpy reckons 12. What's the weather doing at Prague? Let's have a look. That might help us make up our mind. How much did the plumber charge? Was that the sink rate? Oh my word. The plumber, we don't know yet. We haven't had the bill. So I look forward to that. Oh, where is it? Variable at 3 knots. Could go either way then, couldn't it? How you doing, Derek? Nice to see you, guy. In the US, you have to be really careful about getting plumbers. Why is that, Ryan? Add-on scenery... no, this isn't add-on scenery. I think there's a... I think we've got a mod on that does like the taxiway markings and all that sort of stuff. I should do an A380 long haul like New York to London. Nah, screw that. that's too much like hard work. Like, what the hell would I do? I'd just sit here being like, still flying. I mean, it's bad enough sometimes going down to like Alicante from Bristol. That gets a bit long. Sort of like the 2-hour mark, I start to get a little bit like, oh, I'm getting bored. How you doing, Thomas? Lots of scams and bad plumbers. Really? What took me so long, Derek? Yeah, sorry about that. Turns out fitting a kitchen when you don't really know what you're doing takes longer. I had planned maybe to do like some evening streams last week after I'd finished working on the kitchen, but it became apparent on like day 1 or day 2 that if I wanted to get this done, I was going to have to go double time on it. So it's basically sort of doing 14-hour days working on it. And I figured then I can get it done in a week and then I can be back properly this week rather than sort of stopping at 5, coming out here, doing a stream, having something to eat. You know, then it drags on for like 2 weeks like that. So there we go. You finally started on VATSIM, Derek. Nice one. That's cool. Gatwick to Amsterdam is a great route. Yeah, that is a great route. Short but sweet, that one. Like, you're going in and out of 2 of the busiest airports in Europe, and you can do it all inside of an hour, so it's full on. I did it one time, and it was like... I think we had Tower on at Amsterdam, and then we had Amsterdam radar, then we got handed off to London Control, then it was like, you know, all the way down to Gatwick, it was like full on. I remember being so stressed on that flight, but actually once I landed it, I was like, yeah, actually that's really cool. That's really, really cool. I had a great time. That's annoying, Ryan. Right, we are loaded. Let's send that to the MCDAU. Going to depart runway 11. QNH 10. Wait, what? Oh yeah, 1020. Why have I got it on 1018? I don't know. I'm being stupid. Happy days, right. What does it reckon for the takeoff then? 145, 145, 146, flaps 1, down 0.5, flex 10. That's fine. Good. Also, we've had an update now for the FCU Cube, which is really nice. So this all works. I really did miss that. Am I on Sim Update 3 beta? Yeah. Okay, what do we do? We need to be above 1,500 on takeoff. Maximum speed 210. Then it's pretty much cracking on. Right, let's do 6,000 to start. That'll do. Currently flying Luton to Jersey, not on VATSIM yet though, just making sure I know the aircraft before complicating it with VATSIM. Yeah, I mean, you can always try doing an observer flight, Guy, if you want to give that a go. I might go runway 30. Grumpy, what runway are you going to do? Philip! Sorry, I missed you in the scroll there, mate. How are you doing? Grumpy's going 1-2. I'll go 1-2 as well because I don't want to end up going opposite ways. And our SID will be Gollop for Papa. And we can transition via Avemi. That'll do us nicely. You at the sim today, Philip? Okay, fuel pump's on. Let's get the APU fired. I feel like I'm on to forget something. I feel like I'm going to forget something really obvious at some point. Yeah, I've set up for 1-2. Grumpy, it's fine. Do I have the new Birmingham scenery? I have not. No, because like I literally sort of left on the Thursday. It came out on the Friday, and I'm back today, and I haven't done a thing in terms of downloading. Triple 7X light. There is no triple 7X. Or not a good one anyway. Yeah, I've not seen. Has anyone bought Birmingham? How's that gone down? I haven't even seen it. I feel like I've missed out on so much. There he is. Look at that. Look at that for a screenshot. Working from home today, in the sim all day tomorrow, Friday and Saturday. Damn. It's a masterpiece. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Yeah, good developer. Very good developer. Right, is our APU ready yet? Yes, it is. So, let's get him belted up. And I will flick on the beacon. My friend has it and he says it's a huge FPS hit, but it looks amazing. Yeah, it sounds about right, doesn't it? Yeah, the thing is, Zach, I want to see how Birmingham traffic looks in a month's time. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like Luton got loads of attention when that came out, and now, yeah, we don't often see many controllers on for Luton, do we?
Departure checks completed. Bypass is inserted.
Get faster, you're slow, says Ibrahim. Get smart, Ibrahim, would be my advice. Right. APU bleed on.
Locking gear.
Yeah, East Midlands doesn't get a lot, does it? Not really. I was really pleased to see Newcastle. I think a lot of Roy saying about it. Yeah, Newcastle is really nice. We've got a good version of Newcastle. Grumpy, we got the place to ourselves. Warsaw traffic air not 08 Sierra radio check. Not been in the sim for a while, says Ed. Jumped on last night, and the liveries are not there for air not on the Fenix plane. Something changed, or is there a fix needed? Yeah, because of the BFU update, we've had to rebuild the liveries. So I've taken the opportunity to visually give it a bit of a refresh. We're kind of stopping the lines around about the wing, and then putting the air not logo on its own rather than having it attached to the big blue line. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while, and I thought it's a good opportunity to do that. Right. Just make sure SPAD's done properly. We're in the Fenix profile, that's good. Yeah, so we're I literally finished them last night, and yeah, we've been testing them last night with Grumpy. Grumpy, can you hear me on Unicom? 08 Sierra radio check. What's going on here then? Can't hear me? Oh, for Christ's sake. I can hear myself. No, I can't hear you, Grumpy, either. 122.8. I'm definitely tuned to Unicom. I mean, the stream should be able to hear me, but it was whether other pilots can hear me. Am I missing anything down here? 122.8. When I... It's coming up on TX when I... You tuned to Unicom, Grumpy? Okay, well, let's have a quick look at how we're going to get to the runway. Because we're taking off runway 11. So I reckon we're here. So if we push back onto Mike, then Alpha, then onto Delta 3, cross runway, whatever that one is. Yeah, same. I'm apparently transmitting too. I can't hear a thing. Maybe I'll just disconnect and reconnect real quick. Warsaw traffic air, not 808 Sierra radio check. Yeah, so when I go into mic settings on vPilot, I can see like the little meters going. That's really weird, that. I don't know. I don't know. If I just quickly change frequencies. Warsaw traffic, air not 08 Sierra, radio check. Try turning the dial in the Fenix. You heard that? Okay, so I disconnected, reconnected, and then switched from Unicom to the other standby and then back. Didn't hear your response though. Ah, yeah, should be Alex. How you doing, Ace? Right, so we're going to go on to Mike facing northwest. Warsaw traffic air not 08 Sierra pushing back onto Mike 3 facing northwest from stand 17 Warsaw traffic. Oops. Nose left, tail right.
Parking brakes. Commencing push.
Rungo Roscoe, thank you for subbing for 5 months. Damn. 5 months. It's crazy. Thank you very, very much indeed for the support, Roscoe. Really appreciate it. Couldn't do it without you all. Right, who wants to hear some epic Fenix engine sounds? Let's go. Thanks again, Roscoe. That's awesome, man. Appreciate it. I'll shut up now so you can hear the nice sounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, please observe the cabin crew member closest to you as we are about
Yes, I do. Because I forgot last time. It's my fault. Sorry, Roscoe. Guilty as charged. God, that sounds good. Sounds good. Philip! 9 months. Damn, Philip. 9 months. Thank you, mate. Thank you for all the support. And the RAM. You can have that RAM back as well, by the way, if you need it. It's currently inside on my inside PC. It seems slightly overkill. Oh, hello, what's going on here? Philip gifted a membership. Who got it? EFX got it. Nice one. Thank you, Philip. Alright, engine number 2.
Please set parking brakes.
Where's Grumpy gone? Oh, he's there. Thought he'd crashed a desktop again. Approaching 6 months soon. That's amazing. Thank you all. Honestly, like... I know I always say it, but it literally wouldn't be feasible without support, so I really do appreciate it. Parking brake set. Should I get the PMDG 737 or the Fenix A320? Well, question number 1, Alex, is do you want to fly Boeing or Airbus? It's really, you know, Fenix versus PMDG is kind of irrelevant. If you want to fly Airbus, then, you know, probably shouldn't get the PMDG, or vice versa. I would say if you want the PMDG 737, I would sit tight until it's in 2024. You like flying Airbus? Well, there you go. Get the Fenix then.
Tow truck disconnected.
But yeah, once we've got the
Removed.
Phoenix in 2024,
Clear.
not
Right
Phoenix,
is clear.
737, that's going to be pretty epic. Right, bleed off, APU off. Oh, I feel like I'm just forgetting everything at the minute. Like, really. What's my top panel doing? Cheers, Alex. Thank you for following on Twitch. Don't think I've forgotten anything. I'm bound to have forgotten something. Bound to have forgotten something. Okay. Do we have a date for the 7.3? Not yet, Roscoe. No, not yet. Oh yeah, James, like the Phoenix is just flipping. Yeah, it's up there. It's really, really up there. Auto brakes max. Arm the brakes. Predictive wind shear on. Do the flaps. And we need to find our way to runway number 11. So I'm going to go Mike 3, Alpha 3. Warsaw traffic, Air Not 08 Sierra, taxiing to runway 11 via Mike 3, Alpha 3, Delta 2, crossing runway 19, and then Delta 3, and then crossing 11 for Delta 4, holding Charlie 1. Warsaw traffic. Right. Knee warning, Grumpy. I don't want to upset you. Right. Shall we? Yeah, I'm living in hope for a an update from RSR with the 7.3. I mean, basically they're working on it, aren't they? They're busy cooking, so let them get on with it. Let them get on with it. I know we all really want it. I just feel like 2024 is going to be in such a good place once we get the 7.3s over. You know, proper 2024 versions. That means we've got a proper 2024 version of the Fenix, the PMDG 737, the 777s. And then we've got the Neos coming. I feel like that is a really, really strong hand at that point. Really strong hand. Oh, an A330 from Fenix, Max, would be awesome, wouldn't it? That would be absolutely awesome. So yeah, just got to be patient. Right, then we go right on to Alpha 3. Then next left onto Delta 2. Anybody know why my Airbus Thrustmaster on the Fenix can be a little delayed? Sometimes in real life when they're in the climb mode. Hang on a minute, let me make this turn. Then I'll think about that. A350 freighter from Fenix would be top of your list. I don't think they're going to do that though, are they? Based on what they said when the INI came out. I don't know, although maybe now they've had a change of heart, who knows. Warsaw traffic, Air Not 08 Sierra, crossing runway 15, Warsaw traffic. Come on. Oh, the sounds are good. So good. I think if I was Fenix, if I was in their shoes, I would potentially go A330, A340. Because they've already got a fairly strong bed to work on from their A320 work. And I think a lot of that would certainly stand them in good stead. And then once they've got an A330 under their belt, they can then transition into an A340. And if they do a freighter A340, that would be very cool. Very, very cool indeed. I guess it depends. Does ProSim do an A330? Because obviously they use ProSim under the hood for a lot of it, don't they? Which is no bad thing. I mean, blimey. Having a go on ProSim at Infinity Sim Wings up at Gatwick. It felt flipping amazing. Like, really good. But yeah, it'd be lovely to do some A340 cargo ops. Maybe check the sensitivities with that Thrustmaster thing. Because you can set a dead zone, can't you? 7-4, how you doing? Satana, how are you? Alright. Warsaw traffic, Air Not 08 Sierra crossing runway 11. Warsaw traffic. Yeah, I guess on your 3080 Roscoe, probably VRAM's going to be the thing, isn't it, that's causing you a headache? Just realised I left my strobes and landing lights on the taxiway then. I don't know whether New Sky's going to be smart enough to pick up on that. Maybe it won't. Live in hope. These IAEs are really powerful. You can really feel them. Like, I'm not really doing much here in terms of giving it any throttle. It's just doing its thing. Have I got live weather on? Of course I haven't. See you, Ryan. Are you in the A320? Yes, Bob, I am. In the IAE version. God, the sounds are bloody good, aren't they? They're so good. How's the 7900 XTX? Really good. Really good, thank you. Although I'm now panicking, thinking maybe my undervolt profile has fallen off again. It kind of, yeah, Dougal, you're right. It kind of feels to me when I'm in the IAEs, it kind of feels like when you drive an automatic car and you just let it creep on the brakes, you know? Reminds me of that. Whereas the CFMs feel a bit more like you're driving a stick. You've got to kind of give it a bit of a nudge to get it to move. Brakes on. Nothing coming. Repo, cheers for the sub. Warsaw traffic, Air Not 08 Sierra at Charlie 1, runway 11. Lining up now, runway 11 for a Soxa 6 Alpha departure. Warsaw traffic. Made a meal of that. Oh, I'm going to forget so many bits today. You guys need to be my eyes and my ears, okay? Roy, you say about auto FPS. I tried using it yesterday. Or I tried booting the sim yesterday and it whinged saying that it couldn't connect to the sim. I don't know whether, again, that's a beta thing. Warsaw traffic, Air Not 08 Sierra taking off runway 11 on a Soxa 6 Alpha departure. Warsaw traffic. Ready to go, everybody? Tray tables up. SRS green, man flex 68. Auto throttle blue. This is a lumpy bumpy runway. I noticed that when I landed here. Okay, V1. Rotate. Positive climb. Gear up. And we'll start our turn. Levers into climb. That nose come down. That's interesting. It felt like the radius of that turn just changed on the ND there. Okay, flaps up. Sorry, I totally missed that notification. Still can't hear Grumpy on Unicom. Sorry, Roy. We run a tight ship. My hat is on crooked, so it is. There you go. Not even wearing the official Air Not hat. Philip will be outraged. I'm not in my uniform. Warsaw traffic Air Not 08 Sierra climbing now flight level 340 on the SOXA 6 Alpha departure. Warsaw traffic final call. Right. Standard pressure. I'm going to have to do it everywhere, aren't I? Because it hasn't synced. Ah! And background we go. Still got it. Well, vaguely anyway. Sorry, Philip. I need a coffee in a minute anyway, so I'll go and get it then. How's that? DXB, how you doing, man? I reckon it's got to be time for autopilot, isn't it? Seeing as we're basically on a straight line, pretty much, all the way to Prague. Ooh, got hiccups. Definitely need a coffee. What aircraft is it? It's the Fenix BFU A320 IAE, all the good stuff. In fact, let's go outside and have a look. Can we turn on Smart Cam? That kind of gives us borderline chase plane. Long haul planned soon. Oof, I don't know. I found Dubai to London long enough. I got so bored on that flight. Flying the same plane and looking at the live stream at the same time. Nice one. Have a good flight. Can we join Airnaut as beginners in VATSIM? Yeah, I mean you don't have to be on VATSIM to join the virtual airline. I think maybe some people get a bit confused by that. I think maybe they think, oh, it all has to be on VATSIM. I mean, if you're using Beyond ATC or say Intentions, or literally nothing at all, if you're just going from point A to point B, all on your own in the sim, offline, you can still do that for Airnaut on New Sky and get all the credit. Like, you won't get penalised in any way. Doesn't have to be on VATSIM. And yeah, you're more than welcome to join us. All you need to do is have a pilot score of 8 or above. And your application should be automatically approved. I didn't realise I could get New Sky to do that, and I went into the settings the other day and it can now auto-approve. So basically I don't have to log in several times a day to check if anyone's applied and then approve them, which is really cool. I should do more things other than Fenix and PMDG, like the MD-11 A330 Citation X. Citation X isn't really my thing. A330, take your point. MD-11, take your point. I think I'll be watching the MD-11 with interest when it comes to 24. As for the A330, yeah, Fenix come out of one. I'll be all over that. Like a rash. How did you get a custom livery? With great difficulty. You have to build it yourself, basically. We just built those. Oh, God, I've just realised something. Look. This isn't lining up. This is slightly out. This all needs to come forward just a little bit. Look. You see it? No, I can't unsee that. Oh, God, that's going to be a job for later. That's so annoying because the 319 and the 321 didn't have that issue, as far as I can tell. Such is the joys of making liveries. Adds character. Yeah, let's go with that. That's what. Oh, so we pushed the. I told Grumpy the other night. We had the plumber out to fix the sink, and keep in mind we've just laid this like gorgeous new engineered oak floor, and I pushed the dishwasher back in, and the foot from the dishwasher, I don't know whether it had a bit of grit on it or something, scratched the bloody floor right across the grain. It's like, oh no. So I'm going to have to get the old sandpaper out on that one, I think, and refinish it. But that was so annoying. Like, it's literally... like, pushing that dishwasher in was almost like kitchen done, you know? Kitchen is now complete. And then it was just like... oh, God. Like, it's not done. So annoying. How much better is the 7800X3D than the 5800X3D? Don't know. Don't have the 7800X3D. I've got videos on the channel showing you how much better the 9800X3D is over the 5800X3D. Sorry, Roy. Oh, my chairs have been delivered. I wasn't expecting them until Monday. Oh. Yes, Grumpy, I have. Thank you very much. Welcome back, Bob. Trying to see what route I should fly. Yeah, well, that's the benefit of the VA, because the VA will tell you what route to fly. Or strongly suggest what route you should fly, put it that way. You haven't updated my YouTube description specs. Have I not? I thought I did. Maybe I haven't. I need to update the website as well. Start from scratch. Oh, Offworld, don't. Honestly, I was so annoyed when that happened. Because we've been really careful with the fridge, with the cooker, with the dishwasher. We like kind of put it on towels. So when we sort of pull it across the floor, we sort of drag it on a towel so it doesn't scratch. And it must have been that one of the feet just must have come off the towel on that last push and just went right across it. It's not terrible. It's not too deep. It should sand out. Because we've got 3mm of oak on top of the ply. So it should be alright. Right, let's let the scumbags out. Out you go. Start using the toilet. Start buying drinks. Make me rich. Yeah, that was just a really crap end to the day, that was. because the plumber had just been, sorted out the sink. We were like, yay, it's all done. It's like, shit. Never mind. Why can the stream only be set in 1080p? Do you not play at 4K? Yes, there's a good reason for that, and that is delay on YouTube side. If I were to stream in 4K, there would be about a 20-second delay between you typing something and if I respond immediately, as in I see it, I respond to you, you probably wouldn't see it for another 20-30 seconds. And when we did that, lots of people used to whinge, so I went back to 1080. I could do 1440. Doesn't have such a bad delay, but 1080 is like bang on it, like really, really responsive. So that's why. And it also means I can take the same encode that I'm doing for YouTube and send it to Twitch, rather than having to do 2 separate encodes, so I'm halving the encoding load on my GPU. But to be honest, I think 1080 is alright for a stream. I mean, all my videos are 1080 as well. I did try dabbling in 4K, but it just puts an extra load on all the storage, and I'm running out of storage as it is on my NAS. Well, I say NAS, the drive that I share on my streaming PC. And also then when you go to edit it, it's harder on the editing PC because it's 4 times the pixels. Colonels, how are you? So we should be getting into Prague, for those asking, at 14:39. So 40 minutes time we should be there. Top of climb in about 10 minutes. We should be in business. Is flip-flops legal to fly in? I should hope not. Is that dude in flip-flops? No way, he actually is. What a dude. Yeah, what are you even doing in here? Get out. Like, I don't get it. I just don't get that at all. Like, just weird. I would rather him not be there. I don't know how do you get rid of it? Bit hot. Yeah, it's hot for us yesterday. It's very hot. Although I spent most of the day in the shed with the aircon on, so I didn't actually notice. Should I use Target Auto FPS in Microsoft FPS Auto FPS app or enter specific? I find it's okay if you just let it do it, really. That's generally okay if you just let it do its thing. Someone's asking if we could donate to buy them a PS5. Probably not, mate. No. It's probably not the best way to go about it, going into people's streams and begging for money. The only person that's begging for money right now is me. Irishman, how are you? Welcome to my weather every day. Yeah, but you're set up for it, aren't you? I work with a guy who used to live in Florida. From the UK, moved to Florida for 20 years, moved back. And he was saying, you know, we had it hot in Florida. It was hot, but everywhere was AC'd. The house was AC'd. Any other building you go into is AC'd. You know, it's. And now you come home, come back to the UK. Colonel, thanks, mate. Appreciate it. I was only joking, by the way, but thank you. I really do appreciate it. Yeah. He says, actually, you come back to a cooler climate, but when we get heat, it's just unbearable because we're just really not ready for it. Same in Dubai, you don't feel it. It feels hotter in London. Yeah. Yeah, again, like Vegas, it felt like we just spent our entire day moving between these air-conditioned kind of cocoons. And yeah, you have no idea that it's like 45 degrees out there, you know? How you doing, Wolf? Any tips for maximising FPS on a low-end GPU? Seems like I always end up with VRAM issues, even though I've got a 12 gig 3060. Yeah, well, I ended up with VRAM issues even on a 16 gig 4080. That's why we had to move to a 7900 XTX, which, you know, didn't really want to do, to be honest. I was quite happy with the 4080. But it didn't have enough VRAM for us. I don't know what we're using at the moment. Not doing bad. 11 gig at the minute. That is a balanced system right there. Look at that, flicking between main thread and GPU. That's where you want to be. About 60 FPS. Pretty good. Also, I've noticed something weird. Look at my FPS at the moment, right? 65, 64, all that sort of stuff. Cheers, Christian. And then if I start moving my mouse around, just continuously move it, goes way down. Stop moving your mouse, it goes back up. Then we start moving our mouse again. So don't move your mouse. Undervolt your GPU. Yeah, done that. Did a lot for temps as well. And crashed the desktops. Lee, how are you, mate? Nice to see you again. Oh, it's nice to be back with you all. I missed you all last week. I said to my wife, like, we're putting in some kitchen cabinets, all the worktop, I mean. And I was just like, I said to her, like, I really miss flying in the sim. Like, I'm actually missing it. Like, I kind of getting a borderline craving. Like, oh, I just want to go and do a flight. But there was like, is there many tutorials on undervolting? I'm not technical at all. Depends what card you got, Alex. Ancient Gameplays is a very good resource for AMD stuff. I'd recommend checking out him. He helped me a ton with my 7900 XTX. Rob, I'm still traumatised by that bloody kitchen. I'm never doing DIY again. The mouse is also probably a part of the sim engine. Yeah, that could be it, couldn't it? 9070. Yeah, Alex, go check out Ancient Gameplays. He's probably got a video on that. Basically, I did mine in the Adrenaline app, so I just limited my... what did I do? See if I can open it and show you. Right, how far is top of drop? 130 miles. Easy. Sadly not, Rob, no. Sadly not. If only, eh? Here we go. Right, performance, tuning. You better not have killed it. Custom. Oh, I've bloody done it again. There we go. Right, minimum frequency 24, maximum 25, voltage 1120, so that's dropped a little bit. VRAM, we've gone to 2700. We actually have to put 2714. You have to give it 14 more than you actually want it to hit for some reason. Power limit 15% extra. And that's about it. Happy days. Right, how are we looking for ATC? Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Where are we going after this? Eurocaps. Zurich. We're going to Zurich after Prague. That's where we're going. Is there anything on in Zurich? Where even is Zurich? Anyone know where Zurich is? The code for it. LSZH. Oh, there it is. No control on in Zurich either. That's fine. Isn't there good scenery for Zurich? Fairly certain there is. Ending in LEND. Yeah. Hopefully we don't get lost. Well, we're not ending. We keep going. There's many, many more to go yet. I'm fairly certain there's a long one coming up as well, isn't there? Yeah, actually Zurich to Madrid is a fair old drag. Fairly certain there's a big one. Where's the big one? Yeah, that's the one. Larnaca. 1,500 miles. Grumpy, what are you doing to me? And then we head back to Gatwick. Love it. 1080's borderline for you, having some crashed desktops at the moment with my RAM timings. Okay, fair enough. I'll give your settings a try though, Spencer. Cheers. Hey, Linus, there you are. A sober official. I think it. Yeah, I'm fairly certain it came in a world update. The Zurich scenery, back in the 2020 days. Cheers, Colonel. See you again, mate. What are the must-have airports in England? I've seen you use East Midlands. Yeah, East Midlands is good from Pirigee, as is Edinburgh. Manchester from whoever makes that one. Is it Macosim? Does Manchester? Gatwick, there's a Freeware one, or an Anybuilds one. Heathrow, there's Anybuilds. Dublin's worth getting as well. Belfast, there's a Freeware one. And as Spencer says, New Birmingham is out, and Newcastle is also out as well. So it's all cracking on. Norton was blocking WinWing. Oh, right. Just bought a PC. Should be coming in the next 2 days. It has an AMD 9900X3D, 9070 XT, 32 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of VRAM, and an AIO. What do you think? Nice. Yeah, that should be good for like 1440p, I'd say. Am I going to be buying the Anybuilds A340 or A380? Don't know. To be honest. After the 350, I'm reluctant to do that again. If I'm being completely honest. Do you know what I mean? I mean, the A340, I presume they're going to fork off of their A330, and the A380, I presume they're going to fork off of their A350. That would be my guess. So I'll wait and see. I'll pay attention to it, but I don't think I'll be doing like any sort of day one content necessarily. I'll watch with interest. The input lag for me on the A350 is the biggest issue. Yeah, to be honest, Lee, I would side with OG there. What resolution do you think? I'm running a 5070. 5070, I would say probably 1440. And it seemed they forked off their A320 for the A350. Oh yeah, didn't they leave like a load of ECAM messages in there that are A320 specific that then appeared in the 350? But, oops. I don't know. I mean, good luck to them. Like, I hope they do well. But I just feel a little bit a little bit kind of once burnt, twice shy, to be honest with you, after the A350 launch. Like, I don't want to hate it. I want it to be good. Like, I want there to be competition. I want there to be loads of good options. Like, I'm really rooting for them. I hope it works out. I'd like to do a bit more with the A350, really. I feel like I should do. I just really struggle to fly it. But that could be a me thing. How many times a day do I fly? Well, we do one stream per day. Well, not per day. If I'm going to do a stream, it'll be one per day. Right. Estimated fuel on board when we land 3.7. Zero fuel weight 61. So that's going to be 64.7 tons is our landing weight. Whoops. And low auto brake will take us pretty much all the way to the end of the runway. Do I necessarily want that? Depending on where we're going to vacate. Let's have a look. Bring the charts up for you. So we're going to land into runway 12. Oh, I tell you what, we could actually. No, actually, I'd prefer to jump off at Papa. Because otherwise we could jump off at Lima, but that's going to be a long old drag all the way back, isn't it, to Terminal 2. I'm probably going to shoot for Terminal 2. That's normally where I go. So let's go auto brake medium. Yeah, we should be able to make it. Auto brake medium, I think. There we go. Lovely. Yeah, Windows Defender's really good, isn't it? Oh yeah, what's going on with Aerosoft and Tollis? So basically all this Tollis stuff, Linus says, but also that's just a good attitude in general. I don't think there's a single add-on that had no issues on launch day. And the only thing that can make me buy something day one is if I know the dev will work hard to fix my issues. Yeah. I still feel like there's this fundamental feeling. I feel like I've been charged PMDG money and I haven't quite got a PMDG level product. That's how I feel deep down. And on the contrary, Fenix is cheaper and, in my opinion, way, way better. So I feel like if the A350 was like 40 quid, I would be so much more forgiving of it. So much more forgiving of it. But I just feel like the money they were asking, I was like, damn, this better be good, because like this is what PMDG charge. And, well, yeah. Right, let's get our ducks in a row for landing into Prague. 31 degrees, damn. QNH 1017. And the wind is 110 at 06. And ILS 1360. You always forget how high Prague is, don't you? Could I get a chance, record a video of the flight control page and the side stick, move the side stick and show what the flight control page shows? It's probably going to be the easiest way to know for sure if there's an issue with the input delay or if it's not used to the flight model thing. Yeah. I will have a look. I think probably like the actual joystick input is getting to the plane on time. I just feel like what the plane does with it feels weird. That's what it is. And yeah, like once Into the Blue came out and was like, well, I fly the A350 and that's not how it feels. There is an input delay and the real one doesn't have it. I was like, finally, thank you. Somebody has said it. Because no one else has. Like, I've been feeling it and I'm feeling like I'm going crazy. And now you've said it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, that was a bit of a eureka moment for me. That I remember like watching that video in the front room and like, I was like, yes, finally, someone said it. My wife's like, what? I was like, oh, sorry. But no one else mentioned it. Yeah, fair enough, Grumpy. I mean, like, publicly. I just felt like I was going mad. Felt like I was going mad. Or rather, there's an input delay and it shouldn't be there. I don't know. Maybe I just need to practice at it more. Who knows? Lightning in London? What, right now? Damn. So looking at map.vatsum.net, it looks like Grumpy and I have got a fairly good run into Prague with no one in our way. Yeah, we'll do, Grumpy, don't you worry. Speaking of air not liveries, look at that. Really pleased with how that's turned out. That's looking absolutely awesome. If I do say so myself, I am biased. It just felt like the lines were getting too long down the plane. I just wanted to sort of freshen it up a bit, push the lines back, separate the word mark from the lines. Landing's going to be weird. First landing in a while. Don't be getting your hopes up for this one, alright? Don't be getting your hopes up. Slightly concerned about this landing. I feel like all the other landings we've done in the BFU have been not flared enough. So I need to remember to flare more, basically. I feel like, kind of like my old Fenix brain has been taken over by not flaring too much because it was really easy to float it, whereas this one it feels like you need to give it just a little bit more. Just a little bit, you know? How many members of my Discord have? I don't know, roughly... Well, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to see. I feel like 70. Linus is saying 80. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Why does the sim look overexposed? I don't know. I was thinking that, actually. I don't know whether, again, that's another sim update 3 beta thing. Could well be, couldn't it? Could well be. Right. "13 miles till we descend." There was a new slider bar, wasn't there, that they added, which I haven't touched. But that doesn't mean to say that they haven't set the default to something different. But I know what you mean. It does look a little bit in your face a bit, doesn't it? Alright. Seeing as we're on Unicorn, seeing as it's just me and Grumpy, and there's no one really to get in the way, I'm going to descend us all the way down to 4,000 feet. Prague traffic, Air Knot 08 Sierra, flight level 340. Descending now to flight level, well, to 4,000 feet. Prague traffic. Oh, I messed that up. Joke, joke, joke. Now. Probably shouldn't get a coffee now, should I? I'm going to wait till we get on. I'm going to wait till we get to Prague. Then, while GSX is unloading us and all that stuff, then I'll grab a coffee. That's the plan. Yeah, luckily for me, Linus. Oh, I hate it when that happens with that. It's going to be like frequency. Doing quite a nosedive there, isn't it, to keep us on profile? Despite starting our descent 5 miles before we needed to. Hit in, Robert. Need some speed brake, that's what we need. There we go. Coffee plus airplanes, yeah. You're not wrong. I feel like it's my favourite thing to do is to sit in my shed with a coffee, playing Flight Sim, talking to you guys. Linus is on Twitch. You're confusing Grumpy, Linus. Are we flying a 320 or 321? We're in the 320 today. Here we are, look. In our fancy new livery. I've also put Air Knot on the bottom now as well. That's something I've been wanting to do for ages. I'm unreasonably happy about that. This feels like a really steep descent profile. 5,000 feet per minute, is it serious? I found if you enter a low cost index, the descent is much better, as low as 5. Really? Can we do that now, or is it too late? Let's try it. Damn, it's really slowing us down though, isn't it? Maybe don't want to do that. Here comes the nosedive. Ah! Do I like the sharklets or the winglets? I think the sharklets look cool. There's also part of me that likes the wing fence as well. Yeah, it's just Linus, it just seems like descending at 4,000 feet per minute seems like quite a lot. Unless I'm wrong. Of course it is, Robert. Of course it is. Yeah, I just kind of figured that one out for myself, Johan. So probably shouldn't do that mid-descent. Not a great idea. Where's that down there then? Gollop. Lots of people still using runway 0624 into Prague. Apparently it opens... You say it opens on day after tomorrow, Grumpy, is that right? What was that ding? "15th of August, yes, the day after tomorrow, isn't it? Not far to go now. Coming up on 10,000. We'll do this little loop in. Oh, I hope we do a good landing. I could do with a good one. To get the old confidence back, you know? According to Navigraph Notum, yeah. So the scenery that I have says that 1230 is closed, so it's got crosses all over it, but we'll ignore the crosses because we're actually doing the right thing despite what the scenery says. I resemble Seth Rogen so much. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. Do I use a Wi-Fi antenna for my Wi-Fi? Don't have it. It's all Ethernet here. It's a good thing actually. Damn, alright, I'll take that. Good day for aircon indeed. Brian, it is a good day for aircon. Thank you for helping to pay the aircon bill by continuing to be a member. Appreciate it. Hope you're well. I'm hoping the solars are going to be taking the edge off of it. I'm hoping. It does seem like there's a certain irony, doesn't it? Is that we've all put solars on our house, and now it's, you know, over time, more and more of us are probably going to get aircon, and then that solar's basically just going to cool us all down. Mind you, I might as well use it. It's use it or lose it with the solars. Because the way it works for us, at least, is that whatever the solars generate that we can use in that moment, obviously we use it. So if they're generating 5 kilowatts and we only use 1.5 kilowatts at a given point in time, 3.5 kilowatts goes into the national grid. But they don't measure by the kilowatt what we're putting into the grid. They just sort of give us a payment, like a flat fee, just for contributing whatever it is we contribute. Therefore, the smarter we can be to maximize all of it, it could be that we get really clever and use it all ourselves, send nothing to the grid, but still get paid. But we're not that smart. Which is probably why they offer to do it that way, because they know that we're not that smart. Ever been a fan of racing, as in like Formula 1 stuff or sim racing? I do like a bit of sim racing. A bit of a sucker for GT7. I know some of you are going to go, but that's not a sim. And to that I say, I know. Calm down. Oh, Aviators TV, there you are. How are you all? Are we on Gatwick Tower today, or Gatwick somewhere else, or somewhere else? Thank you for the raid. You've arrived just in time. I'm feeling a little bit not sure about this landing, to be honest with you. I like Gran Turismo. I don't care what anyone says. 16 hours of flying from London to Jakarta via Singapore. Goodness me. Damn. That is quite impressive. Like, genuinely. We are going slightly off profile here, aren't we? Prague traffic, Air 08 Sierra, inbound via Evemi for runway 12. We're going to extend our approach to lose some altitude. Oh, if Sony bring Gran Turismo to the PC, that'd be good. That'd be good. Grumpy, I don't know if you can tell, but I've elongated my approach slightly. Prague traffic Air 08 Sierra flying heading 300 degrees to lose a bit of speed and height. Prague traffic. That's a long time to be streaming. I really respect that. Did you stream the whole lot of it? Because that is rather a lot, I would say. Prague traffic Air 08 Sierra, slowing to speed 200 knots on the ILS for runway 12. Prague traffic. Alrighty. Whoops. Don't want to do that. Started at 20:30 last night, took off at 21:30, ended the stream. Damn. That's some graft, that is. Mad respect for that. Right. Joke cam time, let's do it. Is localizer established? Not yet. Not yet. Speed brakes away. Field in sight. Prague traffic Air 08 Sierra on a 15-mile final for runway 12 Prague traffic. Sun's out, legs out, hell yeah. I used to really hate wearing shorts, but this summer, I've kind of gotten into it. Okay. Prague traffic Air 08 Sierra on a 13-mile final for runway 12, slowing now, speed 180 knots, Prague traffic. How much did what cost, Neutron? Is it a sin to fly an Airbus with a yoke? No, I wouldn't have said so. It's your sim. Do what you want with it. Okay, flaps 2.
Cabin crew must now be seated.
We are back indeed. Will a Ryzen 7 5700X3D and a 7600XT be enough for Flight Sim 24? Probably 1080p or 1440p. 4K. Not so much. Go flaps full. Prague traffic A008 Sierra on a 10 mile final for runway 12, slowing to speed 160 until 5 DME. Prague traffic. Okay, approach mode is armed. Do also live stream to Twitch. Yeah, YouTube and Twitch. Used to do TikTok as well, but it was just too much keeping up with all the chats. To be quite honest with you. And TikTok's live UI I found a bit annoying. Okay, get down. So we've got flaps full, speed brake armed, lights are on, waiting on 3 green on the gear, auto brake medium. We are nicely configured for landing. Lovely jubbly, right. Just got the side stick, it's so good, awesome. I've got the Moser AB9. Prague traffic A008 Sierra on a 5 mile final for runway 12, Prague traffic. How you doing, Judge? Alright, I'm going to have to ignore you all now. Be a bad host. I'm very sorry. My plane.
1000.
A go around is quite likely, just so you all know. Because I'm already feeling a bit uncomfortable here. It feels like I haven't done this in ages and I feel like I'm rubbish. Come on. Too high. ILS is happy, Pappies are not. Pappies are now happy. Just. The Pappies are happy.
100 above.
Looking alright to me. Pappies are a mile off, probably.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
It's 300 feet, that's a little bit hard, wasn't it? Not too bad though. 1.37 G. Yeah, okay, maybe it was a little bit hard. Little bit hard. But we're down. Not bad for a first one back, I suppose. I'll take it. Right, let's get off of here. And we'll give the all clear for Grumpy to land. Wow, that runway isn't closed, Roy. That's the thing. That's the thing. My scenery says it's closed, but actually, in real life, the other one is closed. Prague traffic, air not 08 Sierra, runway 12 vacated. Right. APU. That wasn't too shabby. I'll take that as a landing for a first one back. I'm just always afraid to flare too much. Prague traffic, air not 08 Sierra. Taxiing stand 28 via Lima 1 and Hotel 1. We made it. That's the main thing. Let's tell GSX where we're going, shall we? How much VRAM have I got? Oh wait, you're not talking to me, are you? Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, that, Roy, with the scenery. Because I think the scenery's a bit old. And therefore, at the time it was made, 1230 was closed. But actually, in actual fact, at the moment, it's 0624 is closed. So it's all very confusing. Not too bad for a landing, though. No, this isn't Orbex. This is a freeware one. From flightsim.to. It's not the greatest, as you'll see in a moment. But it's free. So Thomas, there you are. How are you? Another leg. Yeah, we're going to Zurich next. Which means when we're loading and reloading, I can get a coffee. So right here, there should be a taxiway across here. And there isn't. So we're going to have to go the long way. Yeah, I should maybe invest in the Orbex one if we're going to keep coming back here, because I do like Prague. Why the runway have crosses? It's because the scenery, when the scenery was developed, it was closed, so they put crosses on it, but now it's actually open, and the other runway is closed. Here comes Grumpy, coming in like a rocket. Oh, shoot. Sorry, Grumpy, I've probably set off your TCAS. And he's down. I knew I'd forget something. Cheers, James. Who's Grumpy? Grumpy is currently in chat. Well, probably not at the minute because he's busy flying. Yeah, the free one's okay, Linus. I mean, yeah, it's again. I feel like I can never really complain when it's free because it's free. Like, it takes a special kind of arsehole to be like, "This is terrible" when it's free. Like, just be grateful for it, or don't use it and be quiet about it. Would probably be my take. So yeah, there are a few rough edges, but it's better than default. Right, stand 28. Can I be mod? Probably not, seeing as I've never spoken to you before. How do you know you're on a 5-mile final? It says it just in there. If you keep an eye once you're on the ILS system. Oh, it wants me in here. Alright, fine. That's down 2.7, according to Navigraph. Ugh. Bit heavy on the brakes there, sorry peeps. And... well, we're going to Zurich assuming that we passed this leg, otherwise we're going to have to do it again. There we go. Parked! APU is on. And we will turn off the engines and listen to them ramp down. Airbus side sticks from FS Projects. Don't worry, James, I forgive you. I just see there's another BFU for the A350 Big Guinea build update. Nice, I'll have to check that out. Close the flight, let the passengers out, take external power, which means we can now lose the APU. Right. What did we get? 10 out of 10. Of course we got 10 out. It says it's a great touchdown. See that? Great touchdown. 300 feet per minute, normal conditions. 1.37 G. Just saying. First time back. And we get a great touchdown. You can't teach it. I'm just too good. Right, next one. Where are we going next? Prague to Zurich. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Another little hop. Let's stay in the same plane, shall we? A320 IAEs. We're going to leave, I reckon, in about half an hour. So I'm going to go for 15:20 Zulu time. Let's get that flight booked. Let's get ourselves a sim brief plan. What are we talking about with megabytes and megabits and stuff? Estimated zero fuel weight below the required... oh, for God's sake. Edit your OFP or review flight plan to resolve these issues. What do you want me to do about that? What can I do about that? Because I've not taken a lot of cargo. I don't know what I can do about that. Right. Next flight. Let's do it. Oh man, I'm running out of pages in my book. I might actually need a new book. This one will do. Payload / cargo limited by maximum landing weight. That's fine. Right. 263 Echo is our call sign. Air not 263 Echo. Pre-file us on VATSIM. No worries, Wasp. Wasp, Grumpy. See you later. What's New Sky? New Sky is where we run the virtual airline. And you can join us by getting yourself a New Sky account. And you can join all sorts of airlines. There's loads of them on there. Like, these are all the different ones. There's Osprey. That's Luke's one, British AV Geek. Alpaca. Flight Deck to Sim. There's other ones like Lufthansa, Virtual. Hey, there's Uslet. Not doing bad. We're getting on up there. But yeah, there's tons of them. I recommend it. Recommend you check it out. It's good fun. Right, let's... The plan is we're going to deboard. Ah! That was awful loud. Seems the jet bridge is having a bit of a disagreement with us, but that's okay. One over there ready to go. Happy days. How you doing, Beef? And Karting Demon's in as well. Nice to see you all. Right, that's all unloading at the minute. Looking at getting a Payware Boeing 737. Anything you'd recommend that's compatible with Flight Sim 24? At the moment, the only thing you can do, aside from using the Asobo one, Daniel, is to use the iFly 737 MAX. Although PMDG are working on bringing their 737 whole series to the sim. Do I have to get liveries via your website or Fenix livery? So the new BFU liveries are not on the website yet because I literally only finished making them last night. So today's a little bit of a test. So they're not actually public yet. But the plan is that I will put them public later on tonight, hopefully, because I feel like they're okay. There might be a few bugs we have to squash, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to pay one way or another. PMDGs are awesome though. Haven't flown the iFly. I mean, Alex, if you're super desperate, I can post a link in chat. I just haven't. They are on the website. I just haven't made the link public. If you want. There you go. Give that a whirl. So what's going on in here? Are people actually leaving the aircraft? Oh, they've left already. Look at that. Love to see it. Import our next flight then. There we go. Zurich. And we will load the aircraft. And we go again. Is there an air not cabin announcements pack with the Fenix? No, there isn't. There isn't actually. Maybe we should look at that. I don't know though. Hey, someone's just landed. Or taken off, whatever. I feel like the sounds on VATSIM are never quite right. Do you know what I mean? Cheers, photo. There we go. People are boarding. Fuel is being added to the plane. I hope. Lovely. Right, I'm going to leave you with some views. I'm going to make a quick coffee, and I will be back with you to head over to Zurich in a few minutes. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back in a mo. Enjoy the views. Oh my god. That was close. I almost went flying with my cup of coffee. I tripped over. We got these like underboards to go under the cupboards. Plinths, I think they're called. Like kickboards for the cupboards in the kitchen. Got one of them left, and I almost went right over. Oh man. Right. Joystick versus yoke. What do I like to play with the most? It depends. I like the variety, I think, above all. Yeah, it's a different skill set, so it's nice. I feel like once I've been flying bus for a while, obviously I use side stick, and it's quite nice to jump back into the Boeings and do the yokes and stuff, so yeah, it's loads to do. Damn, nearly £3 on fuel. Brakes hot. Hey look, we're loaded up nearly. Hey, love the channel. Is this GSX? Thanks. Yeah, it's GSX. Alright, let's do it. Let's go again. Flight in it. Look at the lighting, man. It's so good. This should change. LKPR should go up here. There it is. It's looking tidy. Debating whether to get rudder pedals for extra realism. Do you think it's worth it? Yes, Karting Demon, I absolutely do. Even if you go for something kind of quite affordable, you know, because you can spend a lot on rudder pedals. You know, like a lot. We're talking hundreds and hundreds of pounds. You could easily spend all of that on rudder pedals. I've got some Logitechs. They're okay. Like, they're all right, but equally, they could be better. Speaking of GSX, I need to reload SimBrief. Yeah, we can zoom in. There you go. That's as close as I can go. So we're going to leave... Oh, it wants us on runway 06. I don't want to go on 06. I want to go on 12. And then we'll go on the... Bautu 6 Hotel is what we'll do. There we are. That'll do us out of Prague. Then into Zurich. Once on runway 14 on the Ryla. Come on then, we'll do that. Runway 14 on the Ryla, where are you? 2 Alpha via Amiki. What are we cruising at today? $310 by the look of it. Cool. Let's do some wind. Totally not taking notes. It's one of those things that you just kind of learn over time. Like, I didn't like learn how to do it, you know. Thrustmaster has pedals for over £520. Yeah, the TPRs, yeah. And yeah, there you go. Like Matt says, they also have some for 98. I've got the Logitechs. They were about 120. I bought them before I even had the channel, I think. And they absolutely improved my flying over over everything else. Good. That's all done. Send that to the MCDU. Our departure performance, we're going to use runway 12, sync the load sheet, sync the weather. Send that to the MCDU as well. Yeah, like Roy's made a good point. There's a lot of other rudder pedals coming. Like, was it Moser and Windwing showed off quite a lot, I thought, at Expo? Weren't Windwings like £800 or something ridiculous? It's pretty wild. But yeah, if you go from having no rudder pedals to any rudder pedals, you'll feel the difference immediately. Like, how I used to try and land and decrab by twisting a stick is now beyond me. I don't know how I managed to do that. Alright. APU on. Greetings from Dublin. Any upcoming Dublin Aer Lingus Emerald Ops? Oh, that's a good call. We need to go back to Dublin. I want to go back to Dublin in real life as well. I love Ireland. We've got loads of family in Ireland. I love going over there. Go to Dublin for the day. Yeah, Demon, the Wingflex one, the RMP looks really cool. And the EFIS. Like an add-on to this thing. And then you've got everything in one little unit. I love that. Like, they showed it to me months ago. I wasn't allowed to say anything, but I was like, oh my god. Pump it into my veins. Yep, and transponder too. It's amazing. These little cheesy nibbles that I found in the cupboard are delightful. Okay, I'm going to put 140 in the window. Oh, you got the heat today in Dublin, have you? Yeah, the Windwing throttle quadrant does look promising. Windwinger doing a lot of stuff. Right, AP's available. In which case, should we start the show? Yeah, there's so much cool stuff coming out. Like the tiller from Windwing's going to be amazing too. I'm definitely getting that. It can go right here. It's going to be perfect. Just there. Annoyingly though, that is where I put my coffee sometimes.
We're ready for pushback.
Matt, for the 30 quid, I'd be tempted to get new with a warranty rather than CEX. Mind you, they give you a warranty too, don't they? So maybe you'll get lucky.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Yeah, 5 years. It's pretty good, isn't it? I forgot that as I said it. Yeah, Demon, I got to be honest. Whenever I see stuff from Windwing, it just seems too good to be true. That's what bothers me. Right, start the flight. Prague traffic, Air 263 Echo, stand 27, pushing back, facing northwest on Hotel 1, Prague traffic.
Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Right. Come on then, GSX. GSX? GSX? What just happened? Brilliant! GSX has shit the bed. Of course it has. Fucking hell. Oh my god. What did I do wrong that time? I don't know. Probably my fault though.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Well, are you? I don't know anymore, guys.
Departure check.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. We're not using say intentions, we're using GSX to push us back.
Locking gear.
Oh, I wish they would normalise the outside volume to the normal volume, because it's always so loud when you go outside. It glitches once in a while. It glitches almost once a day, for me. I can't remember the last time we got through a multi-leg stream where it didn't mess up. So, yeah. Prague traffic once again, Air 263 Echo, pushing back onto Hotel 1 facing northwest, Prague traffic.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Come on. Yay! I do know that, Roy. Yeah, and we did that. It just where it said release parking brakes, GSX just crashed. That was it.
Cabin crew member closest to you, as we are about to demonstrate the safety features of our Airbus A320 aircraft. Thank you.
Nothing heard on stream. Oh dear.
Life jackets, and the brace position,
Alright.
which you must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are 8 emergency. Please set parking brakes. Pointing out the exits nearest to you. Please be aware that your nearest usable exit may be
1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2. Good. That should work.
Guide you to an exit. In an emergency, leave all baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted.
Prague traffic air not 263 Echo radio check.
Must be fastened whenever the seatbelt signs on. We recommend
555.
It's better. NVIDIA broadcast. Stealing my mic feed. Delay takeoff for cooling. Oh god. I suppose it could be the outside temperature as well, couldn't it? Contributing.
strap to adjust. Do not inflate the life jacket inside.
Happy days. Sandals dude still with us. Love to see it. Yep, alright buddy. Chill out. What was our down? Down 0.4 for takeoff.
Unlocking gear.
Happy days! Right, how are we going to get to this bloody runway? Hotel 1. Then Lima.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Prague traffic A not 263 Echo, taxiing to runway 12 via Hotel 1, Foxtrot and Lima. Prague traffic. Right. Let's go. Let's go to Crotch Cam. How you doing, Bob? You back for more? GSX voice sounds like a Karen. Shaggy, specs. I don't have a command for specs, but specs are 9800X3D, 7900XTX, 64 gigs DDR5, 6000 CL30 memory.
Prague traffic, switch 512, pushing back, facing northwest, stand 28.
How do I control my trim? I've got a button mapped on my yoke. I think it's the Y button on the yoke. The little slidey up, slidey down thing. Right, we're going down here. I feel like you've always got to be on the brakes with this thing. Right, then from here it is next left or next right onto Lima. Oh, Derek, yeah, I need to fix the overlay. No, I'm going to hold here because I think you're coming off where I want to go. Prague traffic, air not 263 Echo, holding position for traffic vacating the runway. We are going to Zurich. Yeah, I need to click a button. Where is it? Plan a flight, load last in brief, update. That's better. Now, where are you going to go? Left onto Delta? Really want to try and build a... Where are you going? For real. Oh my god. Could have gone up there or up there, but no.
Traffic was 512 taxiing runway 12 via Hotel 1 Lima and Foxtrot.
I don't know why I bothered stopping, I should have just gone straight through him. I mean, if that was me, I'd have gone up here. Just gotten well out of the way. But... Shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? I guess some people have a fixed idea of where they want to go, and they will go there regardless of what happens. No, Derek, that's not Volanta, that is Sim Toolkit Pro. Prague traffic, air not 263 Echo entering runway 2406 to line up on runway 12 Prague traffic. Cheers, Skates. Right, let's go. It's a weird runway this to line up on, isn't it? Because you've got to basically enter another runway just to then... How you doing, Jads? Okay. Prague traffic, air not 263 Echo taking off runway 12 on a Bow 26 Hotel departure, Prague traffic. Let's go. Okay, SRS green, Manflex 65. Ah, the rudders do feel better on the Fenix update.
Prague traffic, swish 512 entering runway 24, lining up runway 12.
V1, rotate. Positive climb. Gear up. Give our feet a rest on the rudders now. Levers climb. Actually get to see Prague now. I did like Prague. Prague was lovely, I thought. Very much enjoyed my time in Prague. Flaps up.
Prague traffic, Swiss 512, departing runway 12, Baltic 6 hotel departure.
Prague traffic air knots 263 Echo, passing 3,800 feet on the Baltu 6 hotel departure. Final call, Prague traffic. Alright, first turn. Yes, I know. Q&H. Well aware, but I need to turn first. See if I can do it while I'm in the turn. There we go, look. That's alright, Jed. See you later, mate. No matter. Oh, I love hand flying. Look at that. Whoops. Too busy looking out the window. Come on, Muppet. Back on the flight path. Sorry, Matt. I did see it the first time. I was just a bit busy taking off and sorting stuff out. I'll get to you. Don't worry. Right, 10k. I really hate this song. Every time it comes on, I'm like, oh, it's this bloody song again. I don't like it. I feel like I need to revamp the music for the channel, or just have no music. What do you think, music or no music? It always seems to divide opinion. Brakes are still hot. Put the fans on then, I guess. Why are the brakes hot when they've been put away? When the wheels have been put away? I don't really understand that. Oh crap, yeah. Well done. See, I knew I'd forget something. Yeah, Matt, to answer your question, want to try and recreate a cockpit in my room, not too sure what to do. Got the Thrustmaster Officer Pack and the pedals are the next step. Yeah, so the pedals are going to be huge for you, I think. The pedals will be huge for you. Pedals are a big deal. Even cheap ones will get you a long way. I have used Thrustmaster TPRs. They had some at Infinity Simwings, which is an A320 simulator I was invited to go and try, right next door to Gatwick. Highly recommend you go and spend the day or the afternoon or a session with them if you're into that sort of thing, but that's not the point. The point is that I sort of arrived there and, you know, sort of looked at the sim and or what they'd built and, you know, sort of jaw hitting the floor kind of moment. And I was like, oh, you've got Thrustmaster TPRs. And I don't know why, but I just sort of didn't expect that. And I'm talking to Hanny, the owner, and he was like, yeah, they're like, it's like I've flown the real A320 for thousands and thousands of hours. And short of ripping apart an A320, these are pretty much on the money. Which says a lot, in my opinion. But they are like £400 or £500. That brake temperature is not getting any better, is it? Alright, I'm going to have to drop the gear to cool it down, I think. Let's get the autopilot on so we can debug this. Prague traffic Air Knot 263 Echo slowing to speed 250 knots to retract our gear to resolve a brakes hot warning. Prague traffic. So it says brakes hot if issue persists, max speed 250. Let's arrest our descent. And Prague traffic Air Knot 263 Echo, stopping our descent at flight level 210 temporarily to resolve our brakes issue. What's the price of the flight simulator? Well, it depends really. Like you can just buy it. I think it's about, what, 70 quid, is it? Landing gear down for cooling. Or you can just get it through Game Pass. I get lots of people saying, should I buy it? Should I buy 24? So we'll try it on Game Pass. Then you'll know. Right, brakes are now cooler. Now, gear up again. Okay, gear is up. Prague traffic air not 263 Echo, resuming climb to flight level 310 and going to our managed speed profile. Brakes issue resolved. Prague traffic. We think. Bob, we're going to Zurich. Can't hear you anymore, Alex. No. Maybe we're too far apart.
Swiss 512 radio check.
5x5. If you were starting not knowing anything about flight sim, having say $1,000, what would I buy? As in for a PC? Or do you already have the PC? Are you talking about accessories? Because you could spend that... Ground spoilers are still armed, thank you. You could spend that on accessories, to be honest with you. It really depends. Which I know is a rubbish answer. Already have a PC, so you're thinking just accessories only, yeah? Now, are you wanting to spend all of that $1,000, or would you like to save some of that if you can get away with it? Because really, you could get like the captain set from Thrustmaster, give you the throttles that I've got here, and a side stick, albeit not this one, you'd get a separate side stick. And some rudder pedals, like an entry-level set for about £100. So what you're up to there, about 3 something. DHL have been holding your Bravo throttle for 5 days now. Oh, it's going through customs, is it? Is that what it is? That quite often happens. Maybe spend all of it. Okay. Do you want to get a yoke, or are you happy with a stick? And do you want to fly left-handed or right-handed if you're flying with a stick? Nope, just Argos. Damn. Yeah, couriers. Couriers will courier, won't they? Unfortunately. Yeah, Carlos, are you wanting a yoke or are you wanting a stick? DHL held my MCDU for ransom, claiming it was a real Airbus product. What? No. Bob, we're going to Zurich. Wow, I mean... How much is your honeycomb throttles? They're going to be, what? I don't know what the price of them is. What do they run at these days? 260 for Bravos, okay. I would say you could look at the Moser AB9 and use one of their MA3X side stick. This one here, put it on top if you don't mind flying right-handed, because they don't do a left-handed variant. But you're going to want some rudder pedals as well. Whatever you do, get yourself some rudder pedals. Rudder pedals, throttle, and a stick would be a good place to start. You got the Thrustmaster Ava. That comes in at $249 in pounds. Again, you could spend half of that money on rudder pedals if you wanted to. This is the thing. Yep, Hornet says AB6 is due. That's a good point. Cheaper base. Which for Airbus flying would probably be alright. Because I don't actually use the force feedback motors for force feedback. I use it to create resistance to make it feel like an Airbus stick. I mean, what do you fly, Carlos? Are you looking at military stuff? Are you looking for flying Airbus? Are you looking to fly Boeings? Because that's really what's going to make all the difference, I would have said. Yeah, Matt, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Windwing does... Every time I see Windwing, I'm like, that's got to be too good to be true. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong about them. Because there's nothing I would love more than all that hardware that is actually that good. I think really what I would like is kind of like a full Airbus pedestal, really. So yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see if that's something that Windwing can give us. Because their prices seem really good. Thoughts on the Ursa Minor side stick? Never used it, Dave. Wouldn't know. I know that someone in our Discord had an issue with theirs and they kind of got fobbed off by Windwing, which is kind of what makes me a bit like, ugh. Is it too good to be true? No interest in flying Airbuses with side sticks? It seems wrong. Well, I mean, that's how the real things are flown. See? Windwing Tech Helpline were very good yesterday. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, consistency then maybe is what they need to work on. So I've seen it on Reddit a couple of times where like you sort of see a bit of like a horror story. But I guess you're going to get that with any company if, yeah, you sell enough stuff, eventually you're going to upset a certain amount of people that are going to be very vocal about it. But damn, yeah, it certainly looks like they are cooking. I'll definitely get their tiller. Definitely get the tiller, because the tiller looks amazing. And for what it's going to cost, like, what is it like? I forget what it is now. Is it like $80 or something like that? That does look very, very appealing. It does look very appealing, especially as I can build it right into this pedestal. As for the MCDU stuff, I still feel conflicted on that whole thing, really. The whole MCDU, regardless of who makes it. Just the fact that I like to switch airliners a lot. I'd have to buy like 3 or 4 of them, and that seems like not a great idea. Do you know what I mean? I need one for the Airbus, one for the 737, one for the 777, one for the 74 when that gets here. What about the 75 when Bluebird released that? What about the 76? Then you got the A350s that don't really have one at all. I don't know. And the fact that I'm a content creator, I feel like I'm better off demoing how to use it like this, because then you can all see it really clearly. Could you imagine if I had it like over here and I'm sort of pressing buttons like this? You'd never be able to see what I'm doing. Even if I put another webcam looking straight down on it, it would never be as good, I don't think, as this. So I don't really mind doing it. I'm full mosed out right now. I got a tiller the other day. Where'd your tiller come from, Oscar? Ah, fair enough, Rob. Horses for courses. 310, Henry. Thing is, Lee, I know if I got one, I'd be like, oh, this is cool. I like what PU Air Korea were doing, where they sort of, you have one unit and you buy the faceplates. That seems like a smart idea. I know it's not going to be as like one-to-one accurate, because it's going to have to make compromises to be a one-size-fits-all, but I like what they're doing. The only thing that bugs me is that you have to have like a pop-out display thing, so it takes up another HDMI connection that I don't really have. I like very much that Winwing's one is just a USB plug that goes into your system. Oh, Blackbird controls, yeah, they're how much is it? It's quite pricey, that one, isn't it? It looks good though. Do we know when the Windwing tiller's coming out? Yeah, I really hope Windwing lives up to it, because it looks very, very cool. It all looks very, very cool. Pillars with motors on AliExpress, $200. I'd say the Windwing is going to come out Q3 26. No way, surely not. What's the deal with shipping though with Windwing? Like here in the UK, do they have a UK store? Oh yeah, I've seen flight panels, Roy. I've only got a Stream Deck Mini connected to my Stream Deck Mini connected to my gaming PC, and I've got a bigger Stream Deck, like the regular one, on my streaming PC. How you doing, Defender? We're on our way to Zurich now, mate. Not sure if there'll be another leg. You get your pants pulled down on import fees here in the UK. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be keen to see what that tiller's like. Like how the resistance feels, you know, stuff like that. Because, you know, is it just like they've taken the twist axis off of their like Ursa Minor and put a different handle on top? Or is it a like more proper resistance feeling thing? Don't know. Those Blackbird control ones do look good though. Let's have a quick look. Very happy with these panels. During FS Expo, they had a buy one, get one free sale. Wow, cool. This is it, isn't it? Okay, so this is all add-on stuff for the honeycomb, which is fine. Which one should we go for? It'd be this one, right? Blackbird controls modular tiller system. Blackbird controls modular tiller system. That one? Pillar base plus 737 handle. I guess. That would be the triple, right? That looks like that's 3D printed for sure. I don't know. We'll wait and see. See what Win-Win can do for us. Looks like it, Roy. Yeah, looks like they only do Boeing. Right, 136 miles till top of descent. Which means we got time for Wordle. Right. I've got a good feeling that today the word is actually going to be early. Cheers, mate. Oh, that's not a bad start. SR7, thank you as well. What about press? Nope. What about RE something? How you doing, Travel Nerd? Renew. Okay, so the R can't be there. The R has to be here or here. Oh, this one's hard. Oh, Lee's saying it's hard today. Great. We stand no chance then, do we? What could it be? You got it in 3, Shaggy, damn. You've beaten me already. Could be meter. No, it can't. We've already had an E. Oh, Metro's a good one. Yeah, I'm feeling good about Metro. Okay, so the R has to be the last letter. something ER. Like, I was going to say like never. Fever. I bet it's fever. Oh man. Can't be fever, can it? Got one last go. It's got to make it count. I know, Lanky, I've just realised that now. That was very silly of me. Don't suppose it could be two E's at the start. Just looking at what's left, like how the hell are we going to get here? Just past equal time point, by the way. Zephyr. Can't be beaver. I keep thinking beaver, but it's the V's gone. They defer, but it can't be defer, can it? Someone give me the first letter if you know it. See if I can get it from there. K? K-E... What? I don't even know a word that starts like that. What are you talking about? You lot are having me on. What are you talking about? I think you guys are liars. You're the biggest bunch of liars. Jordan, how are you, mate? It's got the F's got to be either next or... So it's got to be an I, or a U, or an E. Is that a word? Is that even a word that I've just written there? What does it mean? I've never seen that word in my life. 36 years of age, I've never seen that word. A fermented milk drink? No. I would never, ever have got that in a million years. Who's that shooting past us? That's ridiculous. Well, there you go. I've learnt a new word. So I've never, ever, ever had that. Oh, look, they've got more games. What does this word do? What do I have to do? Create 4 groups of 4. What? So confused. 71 miles to top of descent. We need to do some planning in a minute. Create 4 groups of 4. No, surely not. No. Brilliant. Hmm. Gate. Passage. Rivet. Entrance. Already guessed. Don't know. I'm not really into that game, to be honest. That's enough of that. Need to set up the other PC so I can play some Warzone while I'm in cruise. You can all see what a god I am at Call of Duty. Right, let's check in with Zurich, shall we? So apparently we're going to go for runway 14. Which would make sense. What's my FPS on Warzone? Really high. I was getting like 300 FPS nearly last night, like 280, 270, but it felt really stuttery. Then I limited it to my monitor's refresh rate and it felt way better. But I think Warzone's just not particularly well optimized at the moment. Feels like a bit of a theme, that, doesn't it? Unoptimized games. Who knew? Okay, 1017's a QNH. Temperature is 33. Wind is 080. I mean, really, we should go for runway 10, but I'm probably going to go with 14. One 1602. I will be lanky, yeah. I've signed up for Battlefield 6 today. I'm looking forward to playing that. Someone's just taken off on runway 28. And the wind is 080. It's an interesting decision. Oh well. What am I doing here? Estimated fuel on board 4.3 tons, and our zero fuel weight is 60.6. So that'd be 60.9. 64.9. Flipping out, we're right on the limit. Right on the limit. Greetings from Zurich. Greetings to you. We'll be with you shortly. Right, I'm going to change my cost index to... Oh, it is on 5. Yeah, I couldn't do it last week, Lanky. I was building the kitchen. But thank God that's done now, because that nearly broke me. Right, 4,000 feet is what we'll go to. 30 miles. Then the fun will begin. Cheers, Stefan. Have I done Heathrow to Dubai before? I've done the opposite way before. I've done Dubai to Heathrow. Live. Not on VATSIM, it's before I could do VATSIM. And it was so boring. Remember as we took off and left Dubai, it was like, man, we've got some work ahead of us here. Random question. How do you approach someone using VATSIM at an unmanned airport Unicom who doesn't want to say intentions and decides to land on top of you when landing from the opposite runway? Yeah, that's not really good form, is it? Yeah, you should be... I mean, you can wallop them, put .wallop and then their call sign, and that'll get a supervisor on them. I try not to wallop people if I can help it. I don't really want to go around being a bit of a problem like that, if you know what I mean. But at the same time, you should announce your intentions and also just keep an eye out for what other people are doing, what other people might do. And if they're not going to move, then I guess you have to. Tricky one. It is a tricky one. LSZH is strongly regulated with noise abatement due to the close border of Germany. ILS 14 is therefore used up to 10 knots tailwind. Runway 28 is the standard runway for departure during the day, if winds allow. Oh, there you go then. In the evening, they have to change landing to runway 28 to avoid overflights over Germany. Well, there you go. I've learnt something. So basically, I'm pretty much doing the right thing going 1-4 then. That's good. That's good. That's what we want. Are we on VATSIM? Yes, we are. Right, what time are we getting in then? We've got about another 20 minutes. 25 minutes. And then it's a long old drag to Madrid, which I'm probably not going to do. Not today, at least. Because Madrid looks like a flipping maze. You've seen Madrid. That's a lot right there. That is a lot. Right, who's this coming towards me? They are 5,500 feet above me, but they are descending slightly. Can't see them, but I think we're going to be alright. Yeah, we're going to miss each other. Alright, let's start our descent. 4,000 feet. Zurich traffic, air knot 263, echo, flight level 310, descending now for 4,000 feet for the ILS 14 into Zurich. Zurich traffic. I've not paid any import duties on any of my Windwing products using global shipping. Oh, there you go. How much was global shipping? Was it a lot? I always feel confused about how it all works. So they've got a global store, which I guess means it dispatches from wherever they are. Is it China? And then if they've got like a US store, does that mean they've got products already landed in the US that they can just dispatch from the US, for example? Is that how it works? I'm presuming they don't have a UK store. Hello again, Bob. Local store is free shipping. Global store charges for shipping, but ended up cheaper because not stung for import / VAT. Maybe tomorrow, Bob. I'm getting tired. This is a rather interesting little route, isn't it? So basically going to go to Amiki, double back on ourselves. And then over the airfield and out and around. Okay, I can do that. Now, did we decide what we're doing with our brakes? Medium auto brake will get us about halfway down the runway. Have a quick look. Runway 14, that's us. Seeing as we're going to come off at Hotel 1, I think we can probably go to low auto brakes. And then just come off at Hotel 1, 2 or Hotel. Because we have had hot brakes today, haven't we? It's actually quite a complex little airport. Where are we going to go? I guess Dock E would probably be the way to go. We go via hotel. Yeah, let's go Dock E, shall we? Freight's over here. It's either that or we keep trucking off Hotel 3, then on to Kilo for one of the Alpha stands. Yeah, it's a bit weird, Alex, isn't it? I tell you what, let's go for Dock A. Then we get to see a bit more of the airport. And we can see what we think of it. Don't know if we can see the airport yet. Probably not, would be my guess. This guy's loving it. Look at him. Let's just get a bit of a little bit of situational awareness on the go here. Where am I? There's me. Okay, so it looks like there's nothing really in our way. This guy's on his way to Frankfurt at 38,000 feet. A350's taking off runway 28. We're going to land. Should all be alright, I think, that. Starting to look pretty out there, isn't it? Seeing some mountains. Hey, nice one, Julian. Love it.
Zurich traffic Airways 24 Echo is standing at the runway 28, BFU Fenix departure and initial climb 4,000 feet.
This go-around procedure looks very, very long. Where's he? Out to Amiki and have another go.
Zurich traffic 3117 uniform, gate Alpha 09 and push back on the inner for runway 28.
That's a very sharp turn at Amiki, isn't it? Is the plane going to get a bit lost? More drag required. Zurich traffic, Air Knot 263 Echo, just passing Amiki on the Rylax 2 Alpha arrival for runway 14. Zurich traffic. I mean, Matt, if it was me, I'd be stopping every couple of hours. Like, I'd much prefer to do a long route in little bits. I just get so bored, just sitting there in cruise. Particularly if I have to stream, because I feel like there's a pressure on me to kind of be at least somewhat present and engaging if I'm streaming. Whereas if it's like hour 5 of a long haul, it's just like doesn't make for a good stream. Whereas I much prefer being busy, lots of short hops. Yeah, so we've gone quite a way over here, haven't we?
Zurich traffic, easy 1A, Papa Lima, looking to taxing to runway 2A, holding point Alpha.
What is it doing now? There we go. Yeah, the plane is struggling to follow that green line, isn't it? But it is figuring it out. It is working around it. That's Finn, how are you, mate? Stream's going good. Looking forward to something to eat after I land.
Zurich traffic, Swiss 117 uniform, taxi via inner and Alpha to Alpha 2 runway 28.
There's the airfield down there. So we're going to land runway 14, which is this one. Then we're going to cross that runway over to that terminal.
And your traffic, easy 18, Papa Lima crossing runway 10, we've missed on Thursday, so we're going to continue taking
gate
Bravo
1,
to
Alpha 10, Zurich.
Zurich traffic air not 263 Echo flight level 100 passing over the field to then go out on a approach for the ILS runway 14. Right, how are we feeling about the landing this time then, I wonder? Let's get them lights on. Tell you what, I'll do these lights as well.
Zurich traffic Alpha 84 Echo Yankee, 8 miles, correction 9 miles final for ILS runway 14.
Yeah, 5,000 feet between me and the plane below, that should be fine.
Zurich traffic, Swiss 117 uniform, lining up and taking off runway 28 via the Rabbit 1 Yankee departure.
Now, if we look out of our window, can we see...
Papa Lima, we're going to be holding short Bravo, and then Bravo 1, sorry, and then we're going to line up behind me with the 20
There they are. Lovely jubbly. I ordered the 7800 X3D and going to get a 5070. Sweet. Good for you, man. Okay, 1017.
Zurich traffic Alpha 84 Echo Yankee onshore final for ILS runway 14.
And traffic, the 18 Papa Lima, we're going to line up runway 28, and we're going to hold short there.
Right, let's get the landing system on. Zurich traffic air not 263 Echo, turning on to the ILS for runway 14, currently 12 miles to run. Zurich traffic. Alright, I'm going to take control of the speed at this point. Speed 200 knots.
The Swiss are just departed. What departure are you on?
Have a bit of speed brakes, that'll help. Matt, I'm probably going to end the stream after this flight, I'm afraid. I got to get something to eat. I'm starving.
FedEx 1 extra departure.
Predicting a 127 feet per minute landing. Damn. Be careful what you predict in that case.
Zurich traffic Alpha 84 green, cubic head runway 14 by Hotel 1.
Zurich traffic, Austrian 554 Zulu, taxiing to runway 28.
Alpha 84 Echo Yankee, continue via Zurich towards runway 28.
Okay, speed 180. Zurich traffic air not 263 Echo on a 8-mile final for runway 14 Zurich traffic.
Under traffic, EZ18 Papa Lima, we, excuse me, we are airborne passing around.
Right, lose the music. Getting serious now.
Zurich traffic, Swiss 512, turn in final, 12 miles.
Okay, let's get gear down. Zurich traffic air not 263 Echo, slowing the final approach speed on a 6-mile final for runway 14 Zurich traffic.
Zurich traffic Alpha 94 Echo Yankee, crossing runway 28.
Alrighty.
Zurich traffic Alpha 94 Echo Yankee, continue via INA, November, correction INA, Foxtrot November, step for altitude.
Okay, gear down, flaps full, speed brake armed, lights on. Zurich traffic, air not 263 Echo, landing runway 14 on a 3.5 mile final Zurich traffic.
Zurich traffic, Swiss 512, established on the localizer, 10 miles.
Let's go! Okay, ILS seems good, Pappies seem good, but it looks high to me. I could be wrong though. Let's just keep everything exactly where it is. No need for me to start twitching. Continue. Come on, butter it. Yeah, there it goes. 156 feet per minute. I was chasing the butter there. I wanted to see if I could. Well, obviously keeping it inside the touchdown zone, albeit barely. So yeah, definitely we need to flare a bit more. Maybe not quite as much as that. But definitely flaring is much more important than it used to be. Okay, I'm going to miss Hotel 1. And go Hotel 2.
Zurich traffic, Austrian 554 Zulu, departing runway 28, Zurich.
Yeah, a little bit late on the touchdown. A little bit late. I just wanted to kind of feel out where that limit is for flaring. So I feel like I never flare enough. We always end up with slightly hard landings.
Zurich traffic, Swiss 512, sharp final.
Zurich traffic air, not 263 Echo, runway 14 vacated. Alright. Zurich traffic air, not 263 Echo, taxiing to stand Alpha 11 via Juliet. Going to hold short runway 28. There we go, we made it. We made it. This is a really good one for a freeware, isn't it? APU on. I've tried joining your airline, I don't have enough rating yet. That's alright, do some flights for the New Sky Academy, get your rating up, and then it'll auto-join. It'll let you join. Like, it's all automated, I don't control it. Like, if your rating's less than 8, it just won't let you join. Okay. Zurich traffic air, not 263 Echo, crossing runway 2810, Zurich traffic. Zurich traffic runway 28 vacated.
Zurich traffic, Swiss 512, vacated 14.
Now, where did I say I was going to go? This here looks fine. Alpha 11. Cheers, Roy. Yeah, this is a nice airport to land into, this one, Zurich. Happy days. Yeah, you were close, Finn, weren't you? Right, APU is on. Engine's off. Let's see what New Sky rated us. I wonder if it will ding us for the long landing. I was just trying to feel out the flare a little bit. Maximum landing weight exceeded. Okay, fair enough. That's alright though. Great touchdown. 1.2 G, 156 meters. Oh, we were right on the limit of being late there, weren't we? 724 metres. The limit's 784. That was alright though. So the next one. The next flight.
Bye, not.
Bye. The next one. Where am I going? Ah! I can't click anything. We've got a bit of a slog next to Madrid. Then Gibraltar. That'll be interesting. God, I haven't done Gibraltar in a long time. Then Madeira. Then Lanzarote. So we've got some interesting ones coming up. We've definitely got some interesting ones. But there we go. On the Navigraph airline, does New Sky allow you to fly any plane you want for the airline, or does it have to be in the fleet? We need to have at least one plane in the fleet for you to be able to fly it. So if we've got one 737 leased, for example, we don't. We've got loads, but if we just had one, you could do as many free flights with that as you wanted. Obviously, scheduled flights are different. You kind of got to play the game a little bit with the scheduled flights. Fly where the planes are, so to speak. Right. Well, I'm going to leave it here for now. I need to go and get something to eat. And then next stream, which I will schedule shortly after I finish here tonight, will be to Madrid. And then we'll go from Madrid to Gibraltar. Whether we have time to then get to Madeira on the next stream, I suppose we might have. But yeah. Thank you all very much indeed for your company today. Always appreciated. Thank you for the support, all the likes, all the donos, all the rest of it. Like I say, couldn't do it without you. It's all the support is incredible. Thank you all very much indeed, and keep your eyes out as well, because the livery that you can see now, this is an updated Airnaut livery for the Fenix BFU. Keep your eyes peeled on the airnaut.co.uk website, because we're sort of testing out the liveries at the moment, making sure they all work. I think they're pretty good, so I'm going to upload them shortly, and you can all start to use those, which would be cool. Because at the moment we currently have no Airnaut livery for the BFU, which is a bit annoying. We've also got updated liveries in this style for Microsoft Flight Sim 24 for the 737. Oh no, sorry, the 777-300ER and the 777 Freighter. So that's all to come as well. Figured we'd have just a slight refresh on the liveries for 24. Just a slight refresh. Freshen it up a little bit. And obviously then as the 73s come in from PMDG, we'll do the same thing for them as well. So looking forward to it. I will see you all on the next stream whenever that is. Like I say, I'll schedule it, or I may just pop up live at some point. Occasionally I do that. I try to schedule it if I can, but if I've got some time and I think I'm just going to stream, I'll just stream. But I try to schedule as much as possible. So make sure you... Easiest thing to do. Subscribe, ring the bell. Then you can't really lose. Until next time though, guys, I'm going to leave this one here. Thank you very much indeed. You all have a nice rest of your evening, and I will see you as we go to Madrid on the next stream. Take it easy. See you later. Cheers.